Hi everyone, this video comes with a massive caveat. It's how to fix the transmission and also inadvertently kill it. It looks like the transmission had a dent in the bottom of the sump, and where I straightened the sump out, I effectively raised that dent up slightly higher, which looks to have starved the transmission of oil. So it went on, it sealed up beautifully, and within 10 miles the transmission was dead. So don't do this at home. Roll the film. Right, morning everyone. Today's little job is the automatic transmission fluid leak. It is still leaking automatic transmission fluid from around the pan gasket. I am now starting to take this personally. So that pan is coming off again. We're going back to the workshop and we're going to try and see where it's warped, what is wrong. It is defying logic as to how it is still leaking, but that's the job for today because we've got to stop it leaking. So let's go under the car, take the pan off. Okay, so let's see if we can see where it is leaking. There. It's wet all round it. Seems to be on the corners. It's just wet all round it. Well, it can't say it hasn't had a good transmission fluid flush. Beautiful, that fluid now. Right, so we've got to try and find out why that is not flat. Means nothing, the bench isn't flat, but this bit of glass is. Right, I have no idea if this is going to work. This is engineer's blue. Idea being, now introduce the two to each other. And it shows us where the high spots are. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Because that's showing a high spot round each hole and correspondingly then a low spot everywhere else. Yeah, around each hole, which is what somebody else told me would be the case. Oh, it's significant actually when you look at it. Each hole has got a significant so what we need is a nice flat bit of something to work on that against. Now I am acutely aware that if I carry on like this is going to turn into a machining channel, which it definitely is not. But I've got an idea. Yeah. So now what I've built is an anvil that's completely flat on one side. And it's got a 1.2mm by 1mm that's already made that a lot flatter. So the only high spots we've got around the holes is there, 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 and there, and there. Okay, that's passing the rule test everywhere now. I'm going to cry if this still leaks. It just absolutely shouldn't. That's really good now. That is really good now. Can't do it any better than that. From having rocks all over it and every hole being proud and therefore holding the gasket apart. Now that's flat, or it's as flat as I can get it. This stuff is the dog's kahunas when it comes to. Brand new gasket. This is again one for a Honda Passport, so it's rubber rather than cork. The theory is that's holding that gasket flat with some weight on it. Now we leave it overnight. Don't touch it. That should be stuck to the pan, flat. The gasket maker will take up any undulations. Then we can also take out any overspill so it doesn't get clogged in the transmission. And then put it up on the car, and we've got a nice rubber gasket then going up against a machined surface on the bottom of the gearbox, which should be flat because it's machined. Now this is set to the torque spec. If that don't seal now, it's never going to seal. But I've said that before. Okay, let's put some trans fluid back in it. That's how much came out. We need to put that much back in again. Well, having poured the waste oil in that empty bucket, it's at the same level, so that's probably about right. Right. So there you are. Transmission pan went on. It all sealed up absolutely beautifully. Fresh oil went in it. Within 10 miles, that fresh oil was burnt and acrid, and the transmission was slipping in second gear and is unequivocally dead. There is a plan for a new gearbox, which I'll bring you as and when it happens. But unfortunately, just as I thought Roy was ready to start hitting the road and do a couple of classic car shows, it's not going to happen. Not at the moment. So yeah, Roy's not rescued. And to say I'm slightly despondent is an understatement. So yeah, see you next time.